It's Week 8 of the NFL. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Chiefs and the Dolphins under the lights on Sunday night.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Now Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Now Tua. Short throw to Smith. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to pass. Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Good coverage on the play there by Nick Bolton. Here's 2nd and 10. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here's Tua. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mahomes now to throw.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
And he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 35-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Tua going to throw. Over the middle to Smith. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. A run straight ahead with Achane. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete, left side to Worthy. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Boy, shifts past him. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll take this forward to the 27. The Chiefs at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 36-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2.
At the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have
Ball
moved.
start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Tua sets up to pass it. Little short pass here to Hill. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Breaks through the contact.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Miami set to take over.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now a 2nd and 2. Achane on the counter. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Option handoff now to Achane.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Beckham in motion right. Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
Well, this defense is getting after it now. They get the sack on 1st down, and now the pressure's there again, and that forces a throwaway.
Now Tua.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking to pass. Tua.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
Encroachment defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced
Automatic
error.
first
Stay
down.
alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Sanders' kick is good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where you see the final score there. Trey Tucker, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Geno Smith, terrific in the win, and a much-needed win at that, as it is indeed their first on the year. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Beckham will go in motion right.
Hand off to Achane to begin the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Tua going to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming from the 41. Here's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Now here's Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. .31 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Dolphins offense returning to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Dolphins first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Mahomes now to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught left side by the tight end Gray. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So this one, Charles, it's only the 3rd quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know it can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dolphins.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Dillon up the middle. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
2nd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
And that one too wide and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Second and a couple.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Now Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to pass. Tua.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Here's Tua.
And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Tua going to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. Powering his way forward. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Knight on the handoff.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Chiefs,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.